In this video, I'm going to talk about arrays. So here are some quick facts about arrays. So you say arrays make it possible to store multiple values in one variable. Okay, this is a method. This allows you to be able to store the max of 100 students or 10 students in the same variable instead of you having to declare multiple variables. So we use arrays in a case where we need to store multiple variables of the same type, and then most likely where I want to also be to be able to retrieve what was entered area. So if you want to store many values like say a max of people or names of people or a good number of them, we can make use of an array so that each name or each number is going to be stored in a specific slot and but within the same variable. So what happens there, like we're saying, the variable is kind of divided into numbers, a number of slots, and then each slot is so each slot there is going to be identified by a specific index, meaning a number. So in most cases, we find that the first index is 0. So if an array has got a size, like the size of the array defines how many slots have been assigned to an array. So if an array has got a size of 10, means we can store up to 10 values in that array. So for an array of size 10, then you can store up to 10 values, then the last index is 9. Obviously, then the first index is 0. Okay. So how can we make use of this? Let's see what we had mentioned earlier on. Suppose I want to store the names of 10 people. Okay. What can I do? Okay, now, like you mentioned earlier on, one of the ways you can do that is say name one. You can declare a number of variables. Okay, you say okay name one, another one, name two, and then I can have another one. Okay, string name three until name 10. But we have this option of being able to declare so many variables of names, but this is cumbersome. Okay, this is not good. So instead of doing this, we can create an array. So to create an array, all you say is string, then say I'm going to call this array as names. Okay, just call it names, and then how many items do I want in it? Then I do this square brackets, and inside there I put a value of 10. This simply means I've made an array called names, and in it I'm going to store up to 10 values in it. Okay. So this is how you create an array. Okay, it could be an array of numbers, okay, where we say max, okay, max of people, and then say 10. So meaning max is the name of the array, can store integers, and has got a size of 10. So what can we do with this once we have this? Now, as we mentioned here, this array has got 10 slots, meaning there are indexes from 0 up to 9. What can we do with those? If I say names, and then I say 3, this simply means if I say names 3 is equal to Gilbert, okay, what I'm literally doing here is, what this implies is, go to index number 3. On that index, you are going to put the name Gilbert. Okay, just like I can say max, and then I say 3, and then I say is equal to 64. Okay, meaning go to index number 3 and put the value there 64. Okay, yeah, things like this, max 2 is equal to max 3 plus 10. Okay, this simply means the value in index 2 of max is going to be equal to what is in index 3 and add the 10. So get what's in index number 3, add the 10. That's the value is going to be in max 2. And then max, if I say names, okay, names 2. Let me try to assign value there. Okay, maybe let me say, let someone enter a name here. So I'll say enter name. Okay, someone will enter a name here, and then here we're going to say let the name be entered. So we are going to see in. Now what's going to come after cin? So when I say cin names2, I'm simply saying let the value which is going to be entered go on to index number 2 in there. Okay, such that if I were to try and say cout names2 and I say here, okay, I put a dash and say again here max2. I'm literally saying display for me what's on the index number 2 on name and also what's on index number 2 on max. Okay, so to access anything in the array, okay, you notice this convention. It's a matter of mentioning the name of the array and then specify the index that you want to access exactly. So like that, the program will like focus on that index and do what you want to do, whether to do with assigning a value or getting an input there or trying to output some values from there. Of course, trying to run this program, okay, doesn't do much. If we try to run this program, what are we going to get? Okay, enter a name. Okay, so you see this being displayed. Of course, we had entered another name here, okay, on index number 3. So what I'll do is I'll try to copy this and then, okay, I'll copy this, bring it here, and then I'll just say I want to get what's at index number 3. Okay, so then here I'll say enter. So let's try to run this again. Okay, so then I can see this being displayed here. Okay, so this is from index number 2.